Welcome to the Insightful Minds podcast. Thank you for tuning in to our first episode of our podcast. I'm co-host Michael Palma.
I'm co-host Isaac Martinez, and today in this first episode, we are going to be introducing the Insightful Minds and ourselves. The Insightful Minds has a slogan set in place already, and it's "Learn as we learn with you."
And basically, Learn as we learn with you is, or all of the Insightful Minds. It's basically us trying to help people out with self improvement and entrepreneurialism. And Learn as we learn with you is on that basis, or it's laid on the foundation of that, where we try to learn at least a little bit of something, or try to learn as much as we can about a certain thing within entrepreneurship and self improvement, and then create like podcast, YouTube videos about it, of our articles or stuff that people can read and actually like because it depending on what they like, or depending on whether they want to listen, read, or actually watch the content that we create.
And it's not like we're just going to be doing what's it called? Podcast based on experience. No, we're going to be going in depth on research and experience, including that experience that we've had, and also trying to just improve not only ourselves but you guys along with us. And these might not help everyone. It's just a general thing to try to boost everyone's confidence levels, to be able to get out there, try to actually start their own business, start their own e-commerce, do whatever they want in a business sort of way, and also do it in a healthy way, because there's many times where you can just go out and do some e-commerce, but you might not be healthy mentally, or you might not like it,
or you might not know what to do at first. So that's what we're trying to do. We're not basically bringing people from 0 to 100 with the thing that we're producing, but at least giving them the push to bring themselves up to that, to give them it's someone might know at least a little bit of what we're talking about, and they might even learn a little bit more of what we're talking about. But if someone that doesn't know at all, they might come over to our content, at least to learn a little bit, give them a push, point them in the right direction of actually what they want to, what the topic's about, like how they can pursue it, and just all that different stuff to actually help them elevate their business, their entrepreneurial journey, if you want to say it like that, or just have that self-improvement that people can follow, basically, and just help improve their entrepreneurial life, and just their life in general within business. And then that's Learn as we learn with you. And the dream, or the vision for the Insightful Minds, is to basically do the same, where we try to help people, to push them, and to get them to actually go after what they really want.
What we really want to make here is a community that everyone wants to be in and just enjoy themselves. We want it to be a big thing where everyone is welcome. You can come in at whatever level you are. Say you're starting off, you don't know where you are, what you want to do, but you see, hey, look, these people are actually doing something that they like, and they're making something of it, and that inspires you, and probably you tune in and you're like, oh, okay, these tips help them out. Maybe I could test out these tips and tricks that they use. Maybe it might help me, and if it doesn't, I can find different tips, tricks that might help me along the way. And then even if you're advanced, if you know more than what we know, but you might not know what we did to get where we are now, and that might help you improve on your business.
Like depending on the skill level, like it doesn't matter what skill level you're at. Like the community, we want everybody to be welcome. Like even if you're starting at 0, or if you are an experienced person, like everybody could help each other out. Like it's Learn as we learn with you. You teach someone, but you're learning to teach people. You're learning it more. It's it's like you don't know what you're doing unless you're able to teach it. And if you actually learn something and you're able to teach it to somebody, then you actually know what you're talking about. And as you're teaching it, you know better, you find better ways to actually say it and do it. And when you put that into your own daily life, it will improve it. So that's just the basis of the Insightful Minds and what we hope to create, a community full of people that want to help each other out, become better entrepreneurs, better people, self-improve each other. And that's the vision that we have for the Insightful Minds. And now that we've basically covered what we hope the Insightful Minds to be, because we'll just introduce ourselves to give people a better understanding of who we are as people, or as people. So as I said in the beginning, my name is Michael Palma.
My name is Isaac Martinez, and I'm 17 years old. I started off in eBay probably 5 or 6 years ago, and that was my first e-commerce ever. I haven't tried Etsy. I haven't tried any other e-commerce where I can show, the world what I can create. I started basically selling toys and just random household objects that I could get that were worth something. Right now, I'm actually selling garage door openers, which surprisingly sell pretty well because
those things sell a lot.
People out of that are like in different parts of the world actually find that they need it. They need those parts, not even if they need the actual garage door opener, but the resistors inside of it. They might need it for a different project that they're using.
Yeah, and you, like, even if it's just eBay, like, you still learn something. You could implement that to even more stuff. Like, you learn marketing, you learn how to communicate with people, and then that's the cool thing about actually like becoming an entrepreneur, actually like jumping into it. Like, you learn something from something, and you can apply it to something else.
Yeah, 100%. Because eBay honestly taught me customer support.
Yeah,
customer service, because you get emails from people asking, "Oh, what's the resist like? What's the wattage and stuff like that." They just ask general questions that most people will be like, "Oh, I don't know, I just got it," or "Look at the box." No, that's not really what you want to do in a business. You want to be able to like show them or be kind to them so that they come back. You always want to like lure them back.
Yeah, like you actually want to like be kind to them so they actually like know you're a good person to actually like, so they come back and actually buy. They recommend people. It's like called like
word of mouth.
Word of mouth. Yeah, it's basically word of mouth. Like that's one marketing tool. Like you're able to go for word of mouth. And then what else have you done?
I've also doing tutoring. There's 2 branches in that one. It's both me just doing homework for pay and also tutoring people. So I've helped people get better grades in their classes, get a better understanding of the subjects. I usually tutor in math, English, and science, the 3 main core. And recently I got into tutoring in 3D CAD software modeling for Autodesk Inventor Pro at school. But that's pretty much how that's what I've done at the moment, and that's what I'm still doing till this day.
So eBay and tutoring.
Yeah.
And I honestly haven't really done anything. Yeah, because like I don't really have like experience with actual stuff like that, but I have ideas. Like I feel like
but you've had experience in like personal interaction.
Yeah, like that too. I'm good with working with people, and like I feel like that branches out to a bunch of things. Like I'm good at working with people. I come up with a lot of ideas. Like I'm always thinking. Like there's a bunch of things that people could like you don't necessarily have to do something to actually like to get them out of it, or to learn something. Like even your everyday things, like if you talk to people, if you're good at talking to people, if you're good at like thinking of new ideas coming from different angles, like thinking outside the box, basically, like you could do stuff with that, and then as you get experience, then it becomes better.
I feel like people underestimate how general socialization actually impacts,
Yeah.
because just you talking to a random person on the street, saying hi or something, and then having a full-on conversation, that's business right there. You're
Yeah,
basically
that's like
marketing
networking. Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
You're telling them who you are. You're basically talking to them. You're making them your friend.
Yeah, that's networking too. Like,
Yeah.
that's a whole thing that we could cover. It's like you're able to network with different people and figure out what they like, and just like it's basically like getting like a big friends list of people that can help you out.
Yeah.
So we could like that's like a whole topic within itself, like networking with different people, and that's a good skill to have when it comes down to being able to become an entrepreneur and actually like put yourself out there. And yeah, and then so like I said, I haven't really done anything. Like I've done little things, like had like a little market when I was like small and stuff like that. But other than that, I didn't really do anything that big. But with the Insightful Minds, and then I'm also trying to do other stuff. But yeah, so like, what are you trying to do though?
Oh, well, I'll touch up on what I clarify a little bit on what other stuff you
Oh,
have
okay.
planned.
Wait.
Yeah, because
Oh.
you said you're also gonna do other stuff. So
Oh yeah. Okay, sorry. Okay, so other stuff that I'm trying to do. So with Insightful Minds, we're like I said, we're doing that together. So that's like part of something I'm trying to do. But I'm also hoping or to do a clothing line, and then that's all. The whole clothing line, I'm trying to call it the Loading Projects, and then like my personal like brand or like basis thing is like helping people out. Like if I'm able to create something that helps people out, like that's my whole mission, I guess. And with Loading Projects, like I'm a person that loves to relax and like not relax, but I love being in my head. Like that, I'm more in my head than I'm talking to people and like socializing really. And then and I feel like that's helped me out a lot when it comes down to actually like to coming up with ideas. Like I'm able to like take a step back, think of something, and actually
yeah,
come up with a bunch of ideas, and then see what works, see what doesn't, and actually like put everything together. So the whole basis of the clothing that I'm trying to do is Loading Projects, where you're able to take a step back, and then the whole thing is if you feel like the whole world is loading, waiting for you to like come back, that's like that moment where you actually like get into your thinking mode and actually like get things done. So that's the Loading Projects and Insightful Minds are two things I'm trying to do. And I'm hoping to probably get into YouTube and Twitch at some point. So I'm trying to do a bunch of stuff, and hopefully everything plays out.
nice. Yeah, I 100% agree. That's cool. I like the concept of your Loading Projects,
Yeah,
clothing brand. That's gonna be for sure. It's gonna be cool for sure.
yeah, and I'm also trying to
Yeah.
like notebooks also. Like hopefully,
Yeah.
like it's just the vision of everything. Like I'm just having the vision of me being able to do it and like being able to like produce like notebooks where people actually be able to write down the things that they produce, and they actually have ideas. Because I have a notebook where I actually like write down all my ideas, and then like whenever I have a good idea, I just like try to use it. If it's but it doesn't matter if it's a good or a bad idea, it'll come in handy at some point. So that's the whole basis of the things I'm trying to do. So your turn. What are you trying to do?
Oh, all right. So right now, I'm doing this whole podcast. I'm for sure working on it with my co-host here, my good pal, and I can't wait to actually see how this plays out.
Yeah.
I'm also doing Twitch at the moment. It's I mean, it's been growing. It's growing pretty well.
101 followers.
100 and no, I'm at 110 now.
110 followers,
as
yeah.
of today, and today is February 20th, 2021.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Can't wait to look back and see how far I've grown. But yeah, I've been working on Twitch. I have many things that I'm also working on right now. I'm actually right now I kind of want to make a I'm going to make a Fiverr so I can do 3D software projects for people who want to
Oh yeah.
contract me.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
yeah, because I feel like that's one of my many like I wouldn't say many talents.
Like hobbies.
It's one of my hobbies that I enjoy.
And if you could get
if I could get paid for it,
if
yeah.
you get paid for a hobby, that's amazing.
And also I'm working my way up to I believe it's instructor as a diver.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, scuba diver. I'm working up my way up to PADI instructor, and I might swap out to a NAUI. So,
and then you could start training people, and they could pay you for that too.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So, what are your future plans? What do you wish to accomplish in the future?
All of that, honestly. Like if I were to, like, I just want to at some point, like, if everything plays out and I'm able to actually do everything, like actually have the loading projects, have the Insightful Minds, like actually helping people out. Like we have a bunch of ideas for the Insightful Minds that we're hoping to do, like probably like clothing for it, like do seminars where people actually come in and talk to people and help them out, like have like a photographer come and tell them like, oh, this is how I built my business, blah blah blah. Like people that actually like that were entrepreneurs and actually built their business up. And that's just the whole dream of it, where we could bring people in, the community come in and talk about what they've learned, what they know, what they actually know of, and teach someone else. So I'm hoping that is something I'm be able to look back at when, like, in the future. Same with the loading projects, with YouTube, with Twitch, like I'm just like, all that is something that I'm excited to like work on. Like it's something I'm excited for. That it's really exciting to be able to like come up with ideas of something that can help people out, and like be able to have that drive to actually like do it. And like it's amazing. What are you trying to do?
So in the future, yeah, for sure, I'm definitely going to continue my Twitch, this podcast. I'm definitely looking forward to those seminars because I feel like that's a good idea. That's probably something that's underrated for a lot of like big companies, like TED Talks.
Yeah,
not everyone tunes into a TED Talk, but honestly, if you tune into one, you're gonna learn a lot.
Yeah,
you learn a good amount of information from that, even if it's just to brighten up your day. That's a good thing to tune into. So a live seminar, I feel like, would be good because anyone, any entrance level, you could be a beginner. You could go in there knowing nothing, asking as much questions as you want.
Yeah, and then you'll be able to learn something that actually gets them out of it, because you actually go in there with the right mindset and actually like want to talk to people and actually like try to get the insight that they're giving you. So that so that's like one thing that we're hoping to do with the Insightful Minds, like do seminars and then just like create a bunch of different ways to teach people the way that they like to learn. Like that's just the basis of everything, for you to learn the way that you like to learn. That's why we were doing podcasts, YouTube, reading like the articles. We're going to be publishing the articles that we are, just like the things that we talk about in the podcast. So if you don't want to listen to the podcast, you could go read that.
Or you could just go watch the podcast.
Or you could watch the podcast.
You could turn on subtitles. You could do. There's a lot of things, options in that, and I feel like that's a good thing because in the day and age that we're in right now, everything's accessible.
Yeah, exactly. And you could just search it up and then it's there. Like you don't have to wait, or you don't have to do anything. And the seminars might honestly take, like, that's like future stuff that we're hoping to do. But it's plans that we're hoping to accomplish, and it's just a bunch of stuff
they're like milestones that you've set for yourself. Because if you don't have
if you don't have goals, then you're basically going nowhere.
Yeah.
If you don't have goals that you set for yourself and milestones, like checkpoints, then you won't be able to have somewhere to look back on and actually like realize that you've done something. So that's like there's a bunch of stuff that we're hoping to talk about, like marketing. We're hoping to talk about like different like milestones, like home management. Like we're hoping to talk about a bunch of things that people are going to be able to take out at least a little bit from and actually learn from. Because I feel like if you at least take something out of our thing, like that's good. Like if you're able to actually learn something, like we did our job, even if it's one thing, like if you know everything but you took one thing out, like it's good because you learned something.
Yeah,
that's what we're hoping to strive for.
And then later on, I'm pretty sure I want to I want to get into the esports community. I want to make my own esports team with my Twitch brand on it. It would be Team Sleepy for sure. Oh, that would be a good thing to have. I feel like that would be fun because I'm me myself. I enjoy watching esports. I any game, League of Legends, Dota, um, Rocket League, competitive Fortnite, competitive Overwatch. Those are fun games. I play them on my own too, but it's like it's different playing them than watching them.
Yeah.
And if you do both and you understand it, I feel like that's where I can probably like how would I say close the gaps between it and actually make a decent esports team. Probably own a restaurant. That would be a the future endeavor. Have home style cooking. Like I grew up with my grandmother and my mom. My grandmother does most of the cooking, so yeah, we have some. I want to like bring what her culture has to the table for everyone else in the world. Like that would be a nice thing to do because it wouldn't only be just me. I wouldn't have my name on it.
Yeah, and it's like just like helping people out and actually like bringing in like the family also.
Yeah,
Like having like backing everybody else up and just like being able to help those that just like with the things that we're planning or like everything these are just plans like everything is like you set up goals for yourself and everything, and it's just you're hoping that it works out, and then
Yeah.
just you have to work for it too, and then that's just the basis of like the Insightful Minds. We're trying to help people out, and it's just that's just everything that we're hoping to do, and yeah, that's basically everything that we're trying to do, and like hopefully able to get out.
Yeah, 100. I agree.
Thank you for tuning in. This is going to be a short podcast episode. It's just to introduce ourselves and the Insightful Minds and what we hope to accomplish within it and within ourselves, so you could get a better idea of who we are as people. And if you are willing to stick with us and actually like listen to what we have to say and everything that we're gonna do, and just give us like feedback on different things you want to talk about, because if you have something you want to learn about, or something we could probably like research or look up that you don't really want to put in the time to do, we could do it for you, and then within that we can help many other people learn what you want to learn as well.
And who knows, we might even have experience on it. We might be able to tell you tips and tricks of what we did that helped us, and it's not guaranteed it's going to 100% help you, but at least 50% of the tricks might help you.
And we might have ideas that you haven't thought of, and just everything that. So if there's anything that you would like to have us go over, cause we have our website, the Insightful Minds Journal, that you could email us and tell us different things that you want us to do, and just around that. Thank you for tuning in, and
Yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
okay, bye.